Okay, so welcome to the first demo from Road to Vostok. I came in expecting an escape from Tarkov clone or something, but it seems to be going for something a bit different. So let's start with the mechanics. You know how when you take a weapon in hand, it's just like a hip fire by default? But no, here you can raise and lower it, and when it's raised even as hip fire, like not ADS, it is counting down towards the hand stamina. Like it's reducing your hand stamina. If you can see on the top left, when you're ADS, obviously it takes even more, and when you shoot, it takes even more. So you can't just keep holding it even like on hipfire. So it's gonna be an interesting mechanic to have to remember to aim up and down. So yeah, gunfights are going to be interesting, and well, it has also an interesting inspect mechanic or like a mode. I really hope that we don't have to use this way of editing the modifications on the weapon, but who knows? Like it's a good way to know what the weapon you looted is. It's much more intuitive than actually having to scroll through menus and stuff. Also, I have no idea what kind of military training the character has. So about the gameplay, I didn't have too much. Like there's not much to explore on this map. I did look at the different areas and such. I did fight a few bots, but I have to say they are very quiet. Like I don't know if it's supposed to be that way, but they don't talk this far at least. Um, I didn't hear any, rustling of leaves or steps. It mostly was just look around and hope they don't shoot at you first. But the difficulty level, I'm guessing, because this is supposed to be one of the earlier maps, they weren't that deadly. But you still need to watch your step. The other thing is currently everything is a well, more or less placeholder, so you don't have any healing items or such. But I can see there be a lot to add here because the game does go for survival. Like in the menus I will show later, you can actually see there are medical conditions that you can get. I don't know if it's like diseases or fractures. Like you can see here in the vitals, many things. I'm not sure how they're going to fit into an actual gameplay loop, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. There have been many games that go for the survival aspect in medical sense. Like you have physical, well, not physical. You have actual needs of a usual physical body. Like you need to make sure you take your vitamins and exercise and etc. etc. But adding that to a game that seems to be focused on actual gunfights rather than just more or less survival. I'm not sure like they're gonna make a gun would get infected. How is damage gonna actually play into your character's health? So if you get shot in the hand, you need to bandage it, you need to go to a doctor to get the bullet out. Most games like don't get that deep, but this game might. I don't know. It could be interesting to see how it takes it. Usually there are also like arcade style stuff that you add stims and such. I don't know if they're gonna add it here, but yeah, the sky's the limit more or less. This is just the first demo of the game, so we'll see. Also, like there's gonna be a shelter, or there are gonna be multiple shelters. So I'm not sure if it's gonna be a case where you're gonna, invest in a base and upgrades and stuff. It feels like it's gonna be more on the move kind of gameplay. So you take what you need and move on. You get a camp or a shelter that you can actually be safe in, but not a place where you're gonna actually start crafting too intricate stuff. Or at least I hope so, because again, the feeling I get from this game is that you are going somewhere. You're not just building a base and then going out scavenging and coming back. Maybe it's gonna be kinda like that, where you go to a shelter and spend like a few, I don't know, like days there, where you go gather stuff and hoard enough, materials, food, medicine to make it to the next shelter. But who knows? there are traders and crossing points, and you might need to gather enough stuff to barter for a passage to the next area. Also, even though it's kind of early and there is little to no lore, at least not from what I can find, the the enemies appear to be, or at least current models are, appear to be soldiers. Not quite sure if they are like, competitors. Like, is your character going to be a soldier sent to investigate something, or are you a scavenger trying to get the best loot? I'm not sure what your motivation is, because this appears to be a combat zone. At least from the, gameplay description, there's going to be airdrops, there's going to be a crash sites, ambushes, special trading events. It seems to be, I don't know, it gives a vibe of Eastern Europe kind of, settings, but who knows what the story is going to be about. You are trying to survive and you have a mission to get to Vostok, which appears to be like a mysterious zone that is full of danger, and I'm not sure. It says that the permadeath, at least from what I understand, the permadeath aspect comes into play when you enter Vostok. Not sure if Vostok is gonna be like the last map or like the last area of multiple maps where you actually need to finish a mission there or like find something. I don't get a sense that you're going there and you're trying to escape or I don't know, like bring something back. Yeah, we'll wait and see what the lore is. I kinda really enjoy lore in games. Like, I need motivation to do something. Like, it's not just like sandbox games are sure they're fun. This game seems to be more of a single player oriented. Not sure if it's gonna go for co-op or something. Most likely it's not gonna go for any PvP sort of gameplay. But yeah, why are we here? What are we going to do? Why are people shooting at us? Also, from what I can understand the website, there's only one developer working on this, which, good job, man. This game looks good. I mean, it's got a long way to be a full release, but yeah, keep at it. He says on the website that he is open for content creators talking to him and like asking for more information. I'll see what he throws at me. If I get anything interesting, I'll make another video. But I really hope that this game is going for hardcore survival, but not in a sense that it's gonna be frustrating. Permadeath is a very spicy, thing to add to a game. You need to add just the right amount because, having like 12 hours of gameplay, or I don't know how long it's gonna take to get to Vostok, but like imagine having a 5-hour game that is wiped just because you were sloppy for 1 second. I mean, you need to keep on your toes, but, you know, give a player something to hang on to. Like having to start from scratch every time you slip. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be for a roguelite or roguelike gameplay, but who knows? Like, I know on his website he mentions that he has it's an interesting idea where there will be a sort of online feature that like in Dark Souls and such, you can see other players. Well, obviously you're not gonna see other players here, but you will, according to him, sense their presence, like some maybe sound of gunfire, if they are fighting in the same area as you, and then if you go to investigate, you can find, dead enemies, or like the player's loot if he like died or something. Like an interesting way to do have like player to player interaction. For example, if you can signal an airdrop and then some other player gets it or something, like that would be a good way to have player interaction without having the other player be there. So also, and again, I'm not sure how it fits lore-wise, how player interaction even fits to the world. Like, if you are a military, personnel, that is actually being sent into Vostok, and there are other, characters like you that have the same mission. You are separated or something, but you still working together towards the same goal. Who knows? Well, that's about all the time I have to talk about the game. It is currently have a free demo you can download from Steam. The second public demo is going to be probably a year from now. Keep an eye on it. I wonder how, well, on the roadmap on the website, Road to Vostok, you can actually find everything that is being, planned. We sure hope to see more from this game.